One of the things that you are going to hate about content creation is that just when you sit down and set up to create a YouTube video, and then outside the kids start coming out to play at 8 o'clock at night. As why no parent is calling these children in is what I want to know. But other than that, guys, let's continue with this journey that we've started in December, because when you start now creating a YouTube channel, and especially with YouTube being on easy mode, meaning it is growing the channels really, really quickly, by the time January comes along, probably your nephew, your son, your nephew, your niece, your neighbor's kids, or whoever you are taking down these notes for, they will be making their own money. I'm not saying that discourage them from looking for work, because some youngsters, they believe in waking up in the morning, because sometimes it's like a dream of theirs to wake up in the morning, take a taxi, go to an office, or go to a place where they call work the whole day, come back home, kick their feet on the coffee table, watch some soapies, if there are still soapies these days, and basically enjoy the evening with their families. But from what I am noticing, young people, I'm even beginning to think, is school going to become relevant in the near future? It's looking like school might become optional. So if you want to, you can go for it. And I think as well, people are going to get paid to go to school in the future, because right now, content creation is overtaking the workforce. So there's a high chance that the kids, your children, the children that you're giving birth right now, if you had to ask them, let's say around the ages of 8, 9, 10, what do you want to grow up to be? Or what do you want to become when you grow older? You remember that question? Oh, I want to be a police officer. I want to be a doctor. They are going to say, I want to become a YouTuber. It looks like that's the direction we are going. If they're not going to specifically say they want to become a YouTuber, they are going to say, I want to become a content creator. Because listen, guys, becoming a content creator, it does not only gives you freedom of your time, freedom of creation, or whatever it is that you want to create. Nobody's telling you, oh, this is not allowed, oh, this is allowed. Yes, there are community guidelines that you need to follow. But what I'm talking about, let's say you want to film outside with noise and everything going on out there, but because your creative juices are saying, hey, this is going to be the right idea, nobody's going to tell you, oh no, there's too much noise, and there's a director, there's a script, right? You are everything in one. And the nice thing about being a content creator that you are also going to learn, as a person who didn't go to film school, you know nothing about editing, you know nothing about filming, you know absolutely nothing when it comes to content creation, but you are going to learn the skills of writing, copyright. You are going to learn the skills of directing and producing. You are going to learn the skills of presenting. Because let me tell you something, having a social media platform that is making an impact out there are people that are watching. You must never make that mistake. There are people with power that are watching and may like what they're watching. Some of them may be radio producers, television producers, movie producers, directors, writers, and they may say, hey, I like that Clancy's guy. I think we should have him on our show as a presenter. Why? Because I found my own feet on how to be a content creator, how to present myself in front of a camera, my confidence, or maybe the way I speak. You'll never know. You will never know who's watching and what powers this person has that may come and approach you, and doors of opportunities just like open. Apart from brands and apart from being invited to events, I'm talking jobs where you'll be getting some real big checks. Sometimes even opportunities to travel, go overseas, maybe to become an MC in some big sporting event. Why? Because they like the way you present. So it's very important that as a content creator, these young men and women must understand that I'm not just starting a YouTube channel because I want to be liked by my friends and family and the neighborhood. No, 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 no. They are building a personal brand. Now, let me tell you something else. Today, many workplaces, when you put up your CV and then they actually look at your CV and then they call you up for an interview, do you know that your social media platforms these days also part and parcel of your CV? If you are not going to disclose the type of person you used to be on social media, whether you used to bully people, you used to criticize people for absolute no reason, used to fight people, have like tours and things like that, all of that is going to come and bite you in the butt when you are now sitting in front of panel of interviewers. Now, don't you think to have an extra leg to stand on by having a YouTube channel or by having a TikTok channel or having an Instagram where you are actually making money, that when you get rejected this side, you know that, you know what, here, nobody's going to judge me unless there are brands, like big brands, who would not want to associate their products and services with the person that you used to be. So it's important that they clean their image and that when they are starting these YouTube channels and all these other social media platforms, that they must know that this is their personal brand. What comes out of their mouth is their personal brand. And this is what is going to take them far and wide into the content creation world. A lot of YouTubers, young women, because in South Africa, mostly young women do get these opportunities to venture into like television, movies, and not that I'm saying a young men don't. Young men do. It's just that we need to work a little bit harder, maybe twice, 3 times harder than the females, because products and services, most of them in South Africa, are created to attract the female consumer over male. So as a male content creator, you must also provide these doors of opportunity, get keys and open these doors yourself by approaching brands and want to work with them, by inserting yourselves in boardrooms of CEOs and all these people, and let them know that you're a content creator and you like to work with them. And then must know your worth. Knowing your worth is also very important as a content creator. Now, guys, this entire week we're just going to be talking about content creation, and then from there, this chapter will be will be wiped and dusted. You see, when you're a content creator, sometimes your brain freezes. You know what you want to say, but you're like, why is it not coming out the way I want to say it? It's part of content creation. Don't worry. You can edit it out. For me these days, I feel like, why edit and not show people the realities of what we go through behind the scenes, right? You can even have bloops if you want to. But the point that I'm trying to make here is content creation is going to open those doors of opportunity. Now, somebody asked about, okay, at what point do I start making money on YouTube? Which is a very good question. It's something that I was going to talk about, but I'm just going to graze over it, and then I'll have a dedicated video on it on its own so that you understand, and I will take you through the process as well. So in order to monetize, meaning to make money with your YouTube channel, you need to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 public watch hours, meaning that your videos must have been watched, or they are public. People can watch these videos, not privated or unlisted, in the past 365 days, okay? Just for the watch hours. For the subscribers, it can take for as long as you want it to take, but of course, you want to reach those 2 requirements in order for you to be eligible for monetization. I am going to talk about that, and I'm going to talk about what factors as well that affects how much you get paid on YouTube, because we all don't get paid the same amount. No, not all of us get paid the same amount, and what you talk about on your channel is not going to be the same amount that your friend who's doing a different content gets paid at the end of the month. Sometimes you'll find that your friend has 200,000 subscribers, but they only collect $150 at the end of the month, while you with only 10,000 subscribers, you walk away with $50,000 a month. I'm just making an example because these examples do actually happen on a daily month. Is it daily month? The daily basis. I'm so sorry, guys. So we are definitely going to talk about that, and then from there we delve into all the other stuff, because right now content creation is free of charge. No capital is needed. All you need to have is a smartphone. If your nephew, your niece, your son, your daughter, your kids in the neighborhood don't have money to buy a cell phone, I don't know, maybe out of your bonus you can get this 1,200 rand cell phone and put it in their hands and let them run with this. Because trust me when I tell you, by June, July, you guys are going to be giving me feedback and say, thank you so much, Clances, for giving my child this opportunity. And I'm just going to be happy. That's all I'm going to do. You don't have to do anything. I'm happy to see your children progressing in life. And that, guys, before you leave, make sure to hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and spread these videos, guys, far and wide, because it's very important. This is for 2025. I'll see you later. Goodbye.